Imagine you're standing on a film set in 2026. The director calls action, and you're holding a camera that fits in one hand, yet it's delivering an image that 5 years ago would have required a $50,000 Venice or an Alexa. This isn't a dream. This is the reality of the Sony FX3 Mark II. For the last 3 years, the original FX3 has been the undisputed king of the Bcam world. It's been on Netflix sets, it's been the backbone of high-end YouTube channels, and it even filmed a blockbuster movie called The Creator. But as we stand here today, the industry has shifted. The competition from Blackmagic's 6K full-frame and Canon's R5C is breathing down Sony's neck. Sony has been silent, until now. Deep within the engineering labs in Tokyo, a project known as Sony FX3 II has reached its final testing phase. We are talking about a camera that doesn't just update the FX3. It aims to replace the FX6 and even challenge the Burano. But there is a massive controversy brewing. A single design choice that Sony is making with this new body has the professional community in an absolute uproar. Some say it's a genius move to save space. Others say it's the death of the compact cinema philosophy. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on every single leaked patent, every prototype spec from the 2026 test cycles, and the real reason why the FX3 II might be the most expensive alpha-style camera Sony has ever released. If you are a filmmaker, a wedding videographer, or a content creator, you cannot buy another camera until you hear what's inside this box. Let's start with the heart of the machine, the sensor. For years, we've lived with the 12.1 megapixel sensor of the original FX3. It was a low-light monster, but in 2026, 12 megapixels is no longer enough for high-end delivery. The leaks from the January 2026 production logs confirm a new 24.2 megapixel stacked CMOS sensor. But this isn't just about resolution. This sensor features dual-layer transistor technology. This is a breakthrough in silicon engineering that allows the camera to capture twice as much light in the same physical space. But here is the open loop that everyone is talking about: global shutter. Since the Sony A7S III dropped, the cinema world has been begging for a global shutter in the FX line. Imagine shooting a car chase or a high-speed dance sequence with zero, and I mean zero, rolling shutter distortion. Some leakers claim the FX3 II features a hybrid shutter mode, while others suggest Sony is saving the full global shutter for a higher-tier FX3 Pro. If the FX3 II ships with the global shutter at a sub-$5,000 price point, every other cinema camera in this category is officially obsolete. But let's talk about the open gate revolution. For years, Sony users have been jealous of Panasonic and Blackmagic for their ability to shoot in 3:2 open gate. In 2026, social media is the primary deliverable for many clients. You need to be able to crop for 9:16 vertical and 16:9 horizontal from the same frame. The FX3 II reportedly introduces 6K open gate, recording at up to 30 frames per second. This is the feature that changes the workflow for every professional creator in the USA. You no longer have to choose a composition. You capture the whole sensor and decide in post. But there's a catch. 6K open gate generates a massive amount of heat. And that leads us to the most controversial design change